What is up, YouTube? Back in a YouTube video, and today we're here with a guide on how to get the platinum threshold for today's competitive Nightfall. So I'm just going to show you very quickly which one it is, and it is going to be the Disgraced in the Cosmodrome, as you can see right here. The Disgraced, Cosmodrome, and everything right there. We're going to go over the modifiers now, and then I'll go over the other stuff in a second. But the modifiers are Shielded Foes, Hero Modifiers, Very Unstoppable Champions, Arc Threat, 25% increase in incoming arc damage, enhanced radar, but you take increased damage from melee. Then we have overcharged weapons, stasis surge, solar surge, overcharged glaive, and then galvanized. Now, why do you want the platinum threshold or the score, more or less? And it's going to be mainly for this quest here, which is going to be the shoot to score quest. You get this one from Zavala when you first start guarding games, and you can see what it's going to require you to do is just achieve different scores. Now, the thing is with these Nightfalls is they rotate daily. So, for example, 2 days ago, it was the Glassway, that was the Europa Nightfall. Then yesterday, it was the one on Nessus with the Inverted Spire. And then today, it's a Disgrace in the Cosmodrome. So you can try to plan accordingly. We're not sure if these are going to reset every Tuesday to a different set or anything like that. But they rotate on 3 different Nightfalls every other day. So just pay attention to that. But some of these are easier to hit a threshold more than others. But you can see the steps for this are going to be step 1. Achieve a score of 50,000 points, and that's the bronze score. Then step 2 is the silver score, which is 100k. Step 3 is the gold score, which is 150k. And step 4 is platinum score, which is 175k. And then after that, it's going to say, congratulations, go light the scoring torches in the tower. Then you get some rewards and everything. And then you're pretty much playing for the top 20 or top 10% community rank. But I believe you can also get the hoverboard as well for the quest, so just pay attention to that, as well as medallions and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the loadout very quickly for this as well. So we got Gunslinger, which is going to be the Golden Gun Marksman, and then Gambler's Dodge with Triple Jump, Knife Trick, and Healing Grenades. Then On Your Mark, and then Knock them down. For Fragments, Ember of Ashes, Ember of Char, Ember of Solace, and Ember of Torches, as well as Ember of Eruption. Then Riptide, Polaris Lance, and Apex Predator. For Helmet, I'm using Celestial Nighthawk. And then we got the Solar Siphon mods, 2 of them, as well as Dynamo. And then we got for arms, Solar Loader and Heavy Handed. For the chest piece, we have 2 Void Damage Resistance and a Charged Up mod. This should be Arc because of the Arc Damage Resistance, so let me just put that on real quick. Now for the legs, we have Stacks on Stacks, as well as 2 Kinetic Weapon Surge mods. And then we have 2 Bomber mods and 1 Time Dilation mod. So now that we went over that, I actually got to show my artifact very quickly. First row doesn't really matter. Feel free to pause it if you need just to copy it. But Healing Trigger I recommend, as well as Blast Radius from whence you came, doesn't really matter because it's not taking or scoring enemies here. Flint Striker I recommend, and Wish into Being. And I really recommend Overload Rocket Launcher. Actually, wait, there's no Overload, so it's not really that necessary. But then Rays of Precision and Solo Operative, these 2 I really recommend. You can skip out an Overload Rocket Launcher and Blast Radius, as well as From Whence You Came and Heart of the Flame, and just change it to whatever you want. But feel free to just make those changes. Getting into why you want the medals and stuff like that, the easiest way to do it is mainly going to be over here in the journey. Look at the triumphs here for Season of the Wish. And all these medals are going to play into our score, but the main ones we're going to focus on to easily get this done is Insult to Injury, which is after using an emote, use a finisher to defeat a powerful combatant. Finishing touches, defeat a powerful combatant with a finisher. And then Giant Slayer, defeat a champion. Combining all of those is what's going to give us a really good score without having to do a whole lot and easily obtain that platinum score. So I'm going to start this up, and we're just going to load straight into it. Like I said, I'm going to do it solo just so I can just show you guys how to do it. And then hopefully you can take this information and share it with your team or with a group or whatever you're going to do. And hopefully you all get high scores. So we're going to load in. I do want to note I am using the Gold Contenders boon. It's just active by default when a Guardian Games is active. And it's active for all the Guardian Game activities, including the competitive Nightfall playlist. And it's going to expire on a weekly reset. So you might have it, you may not have it. Just try to see if you do have it active or not. But it's just going to give you some extra damage as well as boost and benefits for your abilities. So we're going to load in here. And I'm not going to lie with you, I'm not too excited to do this just because I'm not a big fan of this Nightfall. The way I played it the first time, Really wasn't too fun because a lot of the orange health bars in this first room, they all become immune because of these barrier servitors that we're gonna see, and it's just a bunch of ads doing a bunch of damage, and it's just pretty annoying. So getting into here, this is gonna be the first room. I'm gonna jump up here, and what I would recommend is if you can, try to get the orange health bar enemies and, you know, emote and finisher, but if not, don't worry too much about it. I'm gonna just try to do damage to this barrier champion, as you can see, but this is super annoying already. So you can kind of see why I don't really want to emote and finish around these orange health bar enemies, because if you do that, you're pretty much gonna get hit by a bunch of enemies that are all doing that. I could have emoted and finished on the champion, but it's alright. You can afford to miss a couple. I know a second is supposed to spawn. I don't know if it's going to happen right away or if I have to just kill a certain amount of AI. Let me just go ahead and try to hit some crits right here. Alright, there's more AI. Alright, there is a lot of damage over there. That guy's not low enough apparently, okay. You can see there was an orange health bar there, but I just hit a crit and then I ended up killing them. But this room is really annoying, you can see with the amount of ads and everything. It would be a lot easier if maybe I had a warlock with a well or something, that way we can go ahead and throw that on the champion without taking too much damage, as well as doing the emotes and finishers, but I got one insult to injury medal there. There's another one that I'm going to try to get. Just hoping I don't die here, but emote and finisher, finishing touches and insult to injury. I really regret not getting the first barrier champion. There we go. This is the second one. So I definitely had enough time to get the finisher and emote on the first one. I just didn't do it. Let's go ahead and do that. And then finish that one off. And just in case if we're not too familiar with the build here, pretty much what we're doing is hitting crits with Polaris Lance, and after you hit crits, it's gonna make you radiant. Then as long as you're radiant, as long as you get a kill, it's gonna continuously reset that timer. So you can see, hold on, let me show you if I can proc radiant right now. Just trying to get some crits, and then it makes them immune. So yeah, not a good time to show it, to be honest. But let me see if I can get it right here. There we go, radiant. Then you can see I'm at 12 seconds. I'm gonna get a kill, and okay, that's not gonna recharge it. Hold on, there's actually a lot going on right now. You can see I'm back to being radiant. All these enemies here are super annoying. Okay, this might die right here, so I'm gonna go ahead, emote and finisher. Another easy way to just become radiant in case you need it like really bad is just to use your throwing knife. I just proc it by doing the critical hits and everything, and I get it, but if you just really need it, like for example, actually I don't want to go ahead and run into all those enemies. Let them come to me, because see, radiant's about to run out. If I go ahead and get a melee, it's gonna go ahead and give me radiant. So there's multiple ways to get it. I just like to stay in the back, hit crits, and then you can see when you're radiant, it gives you the barrier champion rounds and everything like that. So you can shoot through shields and do a bunch of damage. And you can see when I get kills and I hit crits, it resets radiant. I don't know why I wasn't doing it earlier, but probably because I wasn't hitting crits and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and do this. You can see I have radiant again, and it's just continuously resetting as I hit the crit. That one was a kill. I should have stopped, but I was just showing you how that one works. Let me use this because I'm just kind of sitting on my super. Already at 85k, and you can see there's been several times where I've killed champions and orange health bar enemies. To be honest, like I would have restarted from the first room if this was me trying to get a top 10%, you know, community rank or anything. But again, I'm only sure you're gonna get platinum, so I'm not really too worried about it. But 100%, if I was trying to get a better score, I definitely would have restarted by now. You can see there's that orange health bar enemy right here that I'm gonna try to get low. I don't hope that doesn't kill him. All right, that guy's low. That's the same one that I was just shooting. Let's go ahead and go for the barrier knight now. You can see we're at 90k already. Try not to hit too many crits because I don't want to ignite him and then that explosion does that solar damage burn and then he ends up dying. Please don't bring out your shield. Emote and then finisher. Giant Slayer, finishing touches, insult to injury. We crossed the silver threshold, so that's nice. Alright, he really decided to do that. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this guy then. Emote, finisher. We should get our 2 medals right there. Let me see if I can just do this. Alright, he didn't throw shield up. Emote, finisher. There we go. Insult to injury, and we got the other one.
I'm reading dense hive signatures in
Make our way through here, and you can see we are like 60-ish thousand points away. There is an orange health bar servitor right here, so we're gonna try to emote and do a finisher, as well as a barrier champion. I completely forgot about this guy, I'm gonna be honest with you. See, what's annoying is I can't do damage to these enemies here because the barrier champion. Let me see if I emote, come on. Really? There we go. Finishing touches and insult to injury. Alright, this guy is just teleporting back and forth. You absolutely love to see it. And I'm not radiant. Now I am. Thought I had a healing grenade to throw. This is a really bad spot. Emote, finisher. Go ahead and get my melee. That's one thing I should have mentioned too, is if you need your melee to be radiant, you can, and you don't have it, you can dodge next to an enemy and it'll immediately give you your melee ability. So you can see we're gonna make our way through here, and I believe this is where it throws you, yeah, into the open area here. We're just gonna go ahead and go straight to our right. You can see a little waypoint. And this is really slow, but we're just gonna go through here. Then we have to interact with the wall here.
We're close now. She won't escape this time.
Retreat isn't an option for her anymore.
We're 9 minutes in, which honestly isn't too bad, to be honest. You really start to lose points around the 20-minute mark, so you really kind of want to be fast. That's unfortunate. Is there an orange health bar here? I think there is one of the Thrall or something like that. Hold on. Actually, I could just pop Golden Gun right here. I should have done it sooner. Watch out for the Curse Thrall. Yeah, you can see there's an orange health bar. Yeah, I just killed it because of the crit. You can try to do finishers like I'm right here, but it's not really worth it. So I would just recommend killing them. For the champion, you definitely want to get the crit. And we're not too far away from the platinum either, as you can see for the score. Emote finisher, 30,000 points away. There's a wizard right here. We can try to get the emote and finisher on. There's gonna be, yeah, this guy here. He's pretty annoying, but we just gotta hit crits and then we can stun him. And I end up missing the crit, of course. I'm gonna just shoot those thrall. I could have gotten the finisher, but I'm not really worried about it. Okay, that actually killed the ogre. I was not expecting that. Just gonna shoot that knight because he's gonna spam that annoying arc attack. Now let's make our way up here. This barrier, not the barrier knight, but regular knight. That would have been really bad. Now I believe there is going to be a barrier champion back here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to use my RPG here. Okay, that guy's going to die. Never mind, I was going to do an emote and a finisher, but... And you can see how really annoying it is to do it for this one, just for the amount of AI they spawn in. But here you can see we're really close to the score. So, I forgot which door it is. Okay, yeah, both of them I think open. And this is basically our boss room. So, by killing the boss here, we will eventually get our score. And there's going to be several phases to the boss fight. They're going to pretty much stop you from doing a lot of DPS. So you can see them pop golden gun. And they're going to hide from me back here. And then I'm just going to shoot. Only kidding, get their shield back. That would have been more damage. You can see they're immune. Now they're gonna move to the back of the room over here. Now, I recommend staying on this left side because you are going to get a bunch of enemies spawning from the right, and I'll show you exactly where in a second. So you can see I just crossed the platinum threshold, so as long as you finish it, you can go ahead and get your platinum rewards. But you see where these knights are over here on the right? That's mainly where all your enemies are going to spawn in from. So that's why I like to stay over here on the left. And then right here we got that knight. This is a spawn door right behind him. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's right where I'm shooting, as well as down here. So now let me just deal with this guy. And you can see the boss is going to spawn right here. I'm going to break the shield and pop golden gun, hit the crit. And then we are going to get some enemies that are going to spawn not behind us, so I should be safe. And that's why I just go to this side. See, the unstoppable champion just spawned in. "14 minutes in. I can afford to get an emote and finisher on this guy. If only he would get stunned. There we go. That was really delayed. And be careful when you're using Polaris Lance to stun, because sometimes you can stun and it'll be delayed like that, and if he does a bunch of damage to you, he'll go ahead and kill you. So I'm going to emote and finisher, and then you can see we had a bunch of points for that. We're at 190k. Here we're going to get 2 ogres, but they're regular red health bar enemies, so we're not too worried. You can hear the boss up here now. I'm gonna just break the shield and then hit a crit. And that's gonna send them back down here. Watch your left, like I was mentioning, this area over here. You can see there's the boss still right here above me. I'm just trying to deal with these cursed thrall and everything first. I think, yeah, I should be good now. Now they're immune, they're gonna go teleport down here. And you can just keep doing DPS at this point. I'm gonna just get rid of these enemies. Could just do this. I should get my finisher back pretty soon. Not my finisher, my super. Yeah, there you go. You can see we ended it up with a 213k. Or, yeah. And there you go, platinum tier achieved. So if you're trying to get platinum, you can get it done like that. I just got the thorn catalyst, so I'm actually pretty happy I got that. But other than that, that's pretty much going to be it. I'm just going to show you again, 16 minutes, 31 seconds. Again, if you're trying to get top 10%, definitely not the Nightfall that I'm trying to do here. At least if you have a group with you, then it's a lot more doable. But if you're solo, it is going to be really difficult, to be honest with you. So I just recommend getting your platinum score if you need it, and then just skipping this one. So that's going to do it for the video. If you found it useful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss another video. Jump and follow my Twitch, twitch.tv/MonkeySham0. Playlist with my Destiny 2 Lost Sector guides be popping up on screen right now. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.